Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Latin Empire in 4, where this is recently after our war with Egypt. We've got a few things to cover, really. God, let's pause a second, just because, first of all, I was looking around for a bit since I didn't start immediately, and let's fill our coffers. 2,000 gold isn't exactly that hard. Protected Italian interests. That's actually a very strong effect. Italy should be our domain. Anyway, let's fill our coffers, since that's almost certainly going to happen. Also, our current manpower cap is 128. Well, it was 126 before barracks finished. I can't remember what they're called now. They are training fields. Let's see what it goes up to once all of these training fields are done, so 3 months from now. Also, our navy needs to be rebuilt, so let's send it to Constantinople, which is our capital, of course, and rebuild it there. I've got an additional transport, which I am actually alright with. Now, first of all, I want to build the galleons back up, and this is actually going to cut into our mission, at least briefly. A little gold. Ugh. How do I cancel one of these? I want to cancel one. Since I only want to spend so much. Now, to deal with the corruption, we're going to spend a shit ton of money. And let's just use the map mode here. Let's see where there's a lot of them being built. 2 in Constantinople. Let's remove one of those and get some money back. We're losing a lot of money due to the paying off the corruption. We have also got the ability to take this, which increases trade efficiency and trade range, so let's do that without hesitation. We have completed trade ideas after all. Aleppo heretics are converted. The only place we have to convert now is the one that we're currently coring. So it looks like this region is already very stable, thanks to a lot of factors. I want to call them in order of how expensive they are, so Aleppo is definitely next. And that's going to take a bit of time to get the admin points for it. Now, do I want to go for the next tech or do I... That's 12 years away. It's a supply limit in Cav shock, so it isn't extremely important. I'm not super heavy on Cav after all. So, what should be done here is I think I'll take the next idea, which is improved manoeuvre. Possibly the one after that, the regimental system for the land maintenance, and then I'll go for the tech. But that could also be a very bad idea depending on the situation. So I might go for that, try and get the tech, then get regimental system, and then get these. Overall, I'm going right towards like the top, and the manpower now is 145,000. Not bad. A lot of money's in Constantinople too now, thanks to our improved hold over Aleppo. And by improved, I mean very strong. Of course, we have little hold over Crimea as of the moment, which is one of the areas we are transferring from. So what I think I'll do there is very simple. I will put some of the provinces there in our interests, in particular this small peninsula area here. I do want to prevent Ukraine getting it. Now I can't get cores in those provinces, which is quite sad, I'll be honest. But I know Sweden doesn't like them, and I don't like them. And Azerbaijan, who I also don't like, I could end up going to war with for whatever reason. Also, very likely rebellion, Syrians, Antioch, which is our current area being cored. With how many on it? And who's causing me to take attrition? Poland, why are you there? Can you like not? Poland being weird. So we have well, we had 14 years, pretty much, to get all of this down. And to effectively get ready for our next war with the Egyptians, because I have no plans of being merciful. I will keep on going into their nation, and the next plan is at least take southern Syria. And if I can, I'd like to get started on this area here as well, which is, well, let's see, it's Palestine, or Palestine, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Probably pronounced it wrong and probably pissed off a lot of people, but ah well. So, I would like to take at least the rest of these regions here, and then that. And if more, I would like to take this here as well, which puts me on the absolute doorstep of their nation. And I'd like to then push across, really. Yeah, not enough of you lads, you're dead. Pretty fast. So that's quite good. I can also start converting the religion of that place. So it looks like we've converted everything we can. Printing press. Nice. Oh yeah, the next institution is going to spawn now, isn't it? And that is global trade. Question is, where is it going to spawn? Is it going to spawn in, say, Britain again, or is it going to spawn in, say, my country for some weird reason? I would expect it to spawn in Portugal or Britain or France, considering they have colonies. Portugal most likely, since he has got Green Coast. We'll find out now in a bit. Songhai and Andalusia, I think, have just been hammering. Wait, is France involved in this? Boy. Anyway, I've called the most expensive provinces over here. So I'll be able to call the rest quite quickly, I think. And those provinces that took a bloody ton to call all happen to be part of a state I'm going to have. Or a state I do have. Which is probably why they cost so much. The rest for a time are going to be territorial. And it'll probably remain that way till I've secured a very firm hold over Egypt itself. And for the matter, Egypt has one trust. I do not even get why they have a single trust. I would personally have none. I'm going to fabricate claims on Tarabulus, or however it's called, and Sada, or Seda. There's a fort there, which is going to be the biggest issue when we advance into this, but it's a drylands fort, so it could be a bit worse. Anyway, so we'll try and claim as much of this region as possible before we go for that war, due to the fact that I do want to make it a bit more efficient than this one, since this is going to put us back on admin for quite a while. And admin is quite important. Now, fill our coffers is going to come along quite nicely, I think, considering how much money we are making. It's quite high. Now, I could build the other army, but not yet. Again, I'm going to wait till I can push all armies up to 30,000, and I should be able to do so when I have Egypt under my hold. Secondly, I would like to say, when I do eventually make a push into, say, this region or across Africa, since I will eventually be doing all of that, I will have to fight the French and the Portuguese, and if I can, I would like to get to the point where I am immensely strong to do so. And as of the moment, I'm pretty much exactly that, very strong. Now, can I get my trust up with you? Yes, I can. Let's push that up a bit more. If he goes for Ukraine, I am going to help. 100% certain. So that's converting quite nicely. The next place is 61, then they're cheap as dirt, pretty much. So, what's going on in the rest of the world? Well, Songhai and that, yeah, Andalusia got crushed. again, because Andalusia is awful at this point, even though he was able to fight the Egyptians quite well. Portugal has the French on their side, so that's basically, you know, equal to me fighting someone. Without my subjects, arguably. I mean, France is arguably equal to me. But again, I'm going to say that's arguable, since he has quantity ideas. I do not. If I were to take them, I'd probably field an even more absurd level. He does have offensive like I do. And he does have, you know, a national 20% bonus, which is totally not very powerful or anything. I do get infantry combat ability. No, do I not? Oh, whoops. But I do get a morale of armies, plus 10%, so it's not too bad. It's half of the strength it is. Must have been thinking about some other nation then when I said that. And I do get an additional bunch of manpower at the end, so I'm actually quite well suited to take a quantity route at some point. I'm not going to exactly be Space Marines, but I definitely have a simply just massive amount of troops. I just would be very difficult to slow down. Oh. Oh, okay. So, I want to get claims all over this. And to say the least, as of the moment, the advance on Egypt is going to likely be, in my opinion, a very easy one from this point on, because they've lost their alliance with Azerbaijan. No, they've got it back. Lovely. But Azerbaijan got pummeled by Ukraine, so they're weakened as well. And Kawaz pummeled them as well, so they have lost a lot of land in a very short time. And I would say, considering that's pretty much the death of their alliance, also we should have the new institution. I'll pause a second so I can have a look in a moment, but up here we're going to check just who is the value over here, because Egypt is weaker than Ethiopia, at least considering they're not up here. Egypt has still got a force limit of 83,000, but that's only 83,000. And he has about as many troops as Andalusia. Ukraine seems quite weak at the moment for some reason. And where is Azerbaijan? I have not seen them yet, or I might have missed them. Those are the two options that could have occurred. Rome only has 18,000 compared to 22,000 from earlier. So a single army of ours is bigger than them. And I've still not seen Azerbaijan. Let's do this in alphabetical order. That's the opposite. So Azerbaijan, 66,000, so they're not too bad. But I pretty much have an army of my own equal to them. And when you factor in Poland and whatnot, I'm definitely the stronger of them. So, when embraced, where's it spawned? Is it not spawned? No. Where's it spawned then? I don't see it. Why am I at +3 stability? I don't recall this. Oh. So how would you get its spawn here? Highest valued trade node? Latin Empire is the strongest trade power in... So basically, if I had the highest, trade node in the world, it would be... Wait a second. What? Where is it? You'd expect it to, form in Venice or something, but I don't see it at all. I just don't. Am I going to start getting a tech penalty? Where is it? Is it not going to spawn or something? I hope this isn't going to, bug out or something. Or maybe it's just me being stupid. Maybe it's meant to spawn at the end of this year, I'm not sure. Let's get you two called. Well, either way, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm going to get ready for... So the war against Egypt that can at earliest take place is 1610. So 10 years from now, so I have plenty of time. to gather up a lot of strength. Ukraine's also having issues with Cossacks. Good job of them. I might want to turn my attention to Italy then, for a while at least. Because I could probably manage some stuff considering how much manpower I have, how quickly it comes back and such. Like, focusing on Treviso for a little definitely wouldn't hurt, would it? Fill our coffers. Ah, yes. So, I could try and remove Styria from the map, but would that really even have any effect? Well, it would get the Empire involved, which would probably be very bad. Oh, there it is. There it is. So I'm not going to probably restore the Roman Empire for a fair time. So, where did it spawn? That is the question. I'm assuming it spawned in either Venice or Genoa or the English Channel. It's one of those three. Jesus Christ, why is everywhere getting it? And, yep, it spawned in the English Channel. Let's have a look, and is it because I have, like, marketplaces built and stuff? So, what makes it spread is printing press is present. Okay, that explains a fair bit. Stock exchange, trades depot, blah blah blah. And province trade power at least a lot equals certain things as well. And I have a lot of marketplaces as well, in all fairness. Well, not really a lot, but I have a few. So that means in Constantinople, yep, it's coming along quite quickly. Ukraine sabotaged my recruitment after I filled my manpower reserves up to full. So, you know, that's funny. Very funny. Now, if I were to attack into Treviso, or the papacy, in all fairness, I could take the papacy out again, and probably smash them up a bit more. They are allied with Styria, Ferrara and Pisa, which has practically no effect. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Get some more of the papacy's lands. Om nom nom. Incoming. They're not allied with Treviso then, so that really means I don't have to bother with you for a while longer. Ferrara they are allied with, so that could be of concern, depending on the situation. So I'm going to just move the navy into position and start sending some armies over. I'll have one in place to deal with Styria. Now actually I'll put 16,000 over here by Styria. And the reason for that is actually quite simple. I'll do that, whatever it is. If Styria is reinforced by Ferrara, I would like to at least be able to have a army ready to go to help in that case. So I don't really have to sit in that region anymore. I think it's all safe. And this, the preparation should be quite quick for this. And the fact is, there's also one other thing. There is the possibility that Egypt would try to reclaim things from me when I'm at war, but there's a large amount of doubt in that for a simple reason, and that is, I think what's going to happen is Dongola and Andalusia are going to have another go at Egypt, or Egypt, this is just going to cause another shitstorm here, in which they get punished again. And to be honest, I don't really need the money, I just want the admin at this point to catch up on things. So, yeah, there's that. And when you look at it, this is going to be a very nice opportunity, because these are rich, rich lands. But this is going to push my admin back even harder, really. But I am only taking territorial land. So there's that, and I can't take much at once. Pisa is not going to be an issue, I think. The papacy has a fort there, which I would like to take, and he has a fort up there, which I'm not going to take. I could try taking these two, and hoping, well, if it got moved there, that would be a pain. There's a few possibilities. I'll get a bit of Diplo, I guess. What I think should happen is I take Ancona, and possibly be cheeky and take Ferrara here, which would have the effect of this would be isolated. Well, those are not mine. In Poland easily you can deal with that. But either way, I'm going to have to end the episode here. But what I think I will do is take Ancona and Ferrara, and then I should be in a position to start surrounding and spreading out. Could either take that or go for the next tech. I'll wait for the next tech. Either that, or I take Romagna and Arezzo, and take Ancona and Urbino in a later war, which is also a possibility. Now, the reason I'm mentioning that is if I were to take, well, it's a massive amount of war score Urbino alone, and it could move it to either Romagna or Ancona and make those even more painful to siege. On the other hand, there are a few other things that can be considered on our side. If I were to siege up all of it, I would likely trigger a massive coalition over here. The coalition in the east that could have triggered is already bad enough. I mean, Kawaz isn't in it, and neither is Azerbaijan or Gaz, but 4 relatively strong powers could easily join it. So I'm going to want getting enough aggressive expansion in the west to have a 2-front coalition, because then they'd see the point in forming it in the first place. Either way, for the time being anyway. So this is embraced already, so that went fast. It's going to go fast in general in some of the places I have, but that's it. Now, on the other side of things, before I end this, I will mention, with the fact that Italy and Egypt is my focus, I'm going to want to avoid overexerting myself. So in this war, I might want to take just Ancona, or possibly take Venice. Seda. Take Venice and Ancona, and that would strengthen my hold in the Venetian node quite significantly, which I am collecting in, for the matter, due to various reasons. But anyway, so the war goal for this war could be just purely Ancona, which isn't much. It's a single fort. I think the leader would be better assigned over here. So that will be for the next episode. So either way, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we will be going to war with the Italians, yet again, for a singular province, so it should be a relatively fast war. Hopefully, anyway. And for the matter, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.